Imagine a career where every fight is a statement, every punch a declaration of dominance, and every victory an unbeaten legend etched into the sport's history. This is the story of Joe Calzaghe, a boxer who dared to defy the odds, remaining undefeated through a relentless pursuit of greatness. From the quiet streets of Wales to the bright lights of world title fights, Calzaghe's journey is one of passion, grit, and the drive to prove that he belonged with the best. But how did he do it? What made Joe Calzaghe not just a champion, but a force of nature? Let's dive into the incredible career of the undefeated Welsh warrior. Early life and family background. Joe Calzaghe's roots traced back to a small Welsh village with a population of just 6,000 people. Born to an Italian street musician, Enzo, and a Welsh waitress, Joe's early life was anything but conventional for a world-class boxer. Enzo, who arrived in the UK in 1969, had aspirations of success in the music industry, but life would soon take a different turn. His marriage to a local woman and the birth of Joe were turning points for the Calzaghe family. The family settled in a mining village where Joe's journey into boxing began. At just 9 years old, Joe started training at a local boxing club housed in an old, dilapidated metal building. Despite the harsh conditions, Joe developed a passion for the sport. His father, a musician with no professional boxing experience, became his trainer. Despite critics questioning the pairing of a music background with boxing, Enzo's unwavering belief in his son's potential laid the foundation for Joe's rise to prominence. The Calzaghe family's devotion to one another became central to Joe's success, with his father supporting him through every phase of his early boxing career, eventually leading to a groundbreaking ascent to the top. Rise to prominence in British boxing. Joe Calzaghe's early career in boxing displayed his raw potential, with the talented southpaw quickly rising through the ranks. His amateur career was remarkable, amassing a record of over 100 wins, and it was clear that Joe had the skills to succeed in the professional ring. His move from the amateur circuit to the professional scene marked a critical juncture in his career. At just 18 years old, he made his professional debut, and it wasn't long before his unique fighting style started drawing attention. His fluid movement, fast hands, and impeccable defensive skills made him stand out. Under his father's tutelage, Joe won showcasing his adaptability and ability to conquer the UK boxing scene. Despite being coached by his father, who had no prior experience training professional boxers, Joe's belief in his father's guidance remained unwavering. Enzo's approach focused on maximizing Joe's natural talents and ensuring he remained in top physical shape. Over the course of 5 years, Joe earned titles across 3 weight divisions. His undefeated streak began to gather attention, solidifying his status as one of the most promising boxers in the world, despite his relative lack of mainstream exposure. The move to super middleweight. As Joe Calzaghe's success in the boxing world grew, he decided to move up to the super middleweight division. This was a significant career milestone that brought with it the chance to face some of the biggest names in the sport. By 2006, Joe had built an undefeated record of 41-0, making him one of the most accomplished fighters in the world at that time. However, he still lacked international recognition, particularly in the United States. The move to super middleweight was marked by his dominance over British opponents, and this success solidified his reputation as one of the top boxers in Europe. His first major test came in the form of Jeff Lacy, an American fighter whose knockout power and aggressive style had earned him widespread attention. Despite being viewed by many as the underdog, Joe's unshakable confidence and faith in his father's training plan set him on a course to achieve boxing immortality. This period of transition marked the beginning of Calzaghe's reign at the top of his division, as he set his sights on a showdown with Lacy, a highly anticipated fight that would ultimately define his legacy. The defining fight against Jeff Lacy. The much-anticipated unification bout between Joe Calzaghe and Jeff Lacy was not just a fight for the title, but a fight for respect on the global stage. Lacy, a powerful and undefeated American boxer, had been hyped as a future champion and was seen as a threat to Calzaghe's reign. The American press heavily favored Lacy, and the odds were stacked against the Welshman. Despite being underestimated and written off by many, Calzaghe's preparation and the tactical genius of his father, Enzo, proved to be key. Joe's movement-based game plan allowed him to dance around Lacy's heavy punches, using his speed and skill to stay out of range and avoid dangerous strikes. The fight showcased Joe's superior boxing IQ, as he controlled the rhythm of the fight and systematically dismantled his opponent. Even though Lacy landed some heavy shots, Joe absorbed them effortlessly, showing his impressive durability and composure under pressure. Over the course of the fight, Calzaghe displayed his dominance, breaking Lacy down with an array of quick combinations, jabs, and hooks. By the end of the bout, Lacy was battered and helpless, unable to find a way past Calzaghe's precision. This victory not only confirmed Joe's place as one of the best in the sport, but also silenced critics who had doubted his abilities on the international stage. The legacy of the undefeated streak. Joe Calzaghe's undefeated record of 46-0 is one of the most remarkable feats in boxing history, especially considering the competitive nature of his division and the challenges he faced along the way. This streak lasted for 15 years and saw Calzaghe defending his super middleweight titles a staggering 21 times. He fought some of the best fighters in the world, including champions like Mikkel Kessler, Bernard Hopkins, and Roy Jones Jr. In a sport where many champions suffer from losses at some point in their careers, Calzaghe's ability to remain undefeated for such a long period set him apart from his peers. This undefeated streak became synonymous with his identity as a fighter, and his commitment to staying at the top of his game was a testament to his discipline and focus. Joe's consistency, determination, and ability to adapt in the ring allowed him to beat opponents with different styles and backgrounds. Despite facing challenges in the ring, including physical injuries and personal doubts, Calzaghe maintained his perfect record and carved out a place for himself in the annals of boxing history. His undefeated streak became a part of his mythos, and it's a major reason why he is regarded as one of the best super middleweights of all time. Retirement and legacy as a champion. After an illustrious career that spanned over 15 years, Joe Calzaghe decided to retire from boxing in 2009, just before turning 37. By then, he had achieved everything in the sport: an undefeated record, multiple world titles, and recognition as the best in his weight class. His decision to retire at the peak of his career was a rare and highly respected move in a sport known for its brutal demands. Joe's retirement was bittersweet, as many fans and analysts still saw him as capable of competing at the highest level. However, his decision to retire undefeated allowed him to walk away from the sport with his legacy intact. Not only was he leaving the ring as a reigning champion, but he also became one of the few fighters to retire with a perfect record. His retirement marked the end of an era for the super middleweight division, and while he may not have had the mainstream appeal of other fighters, Joe's legacy as a fighter who maintained the highest standards throughout his career lives on. In 2014, he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, cementing his place among the greatest boxers of all time. The role of Enzo Calzaghe. Enzo Calzaghe played an instrumental role in shaping Joe's career, and his impact cannot be overstated. As a father, coach, and mentor, Enzo was always by Joe's side, guiding him through every major fight and offering unwavering support. Despite having no professional background in coaching, Enzo's intuition and dedication to his son's success proved invaluable. His ability to devise innovative training methods and game plans helped Joe remain at the top of his game for so many years. Moreover, Enzo's commitment to ensuring Joe's mental and emotional well-being was crucial, particularly when Joe faced doubts or injuries. Their relationship was one of mutual respect and love, and Enzo's influence extended beyond just boxing. It was Enzo who convinced Joe to fight through injuries, including a badly hurt left hand before his fight with Jeff Lacy, pushing his son to become a true champion. Enzo's impact was not just felt in the gym, but throughout Joe's life, as he instilled in him the values of hard work, discipline, and loyalty. Enzo's passing in 2018 left a void in Joe's life, but his legacy continues to inspire Joe and the new generation of Welsh fighters he now trains alongside his own sons. The new generation of Welsh fighters. Following his retirement, Joe Calzaghe took on a new role in the boxing world: mentor. Inspired by his father's influence, Joe and his sons decided to rejuvenate the old gym where he began his journey. After extensive renovations, the gym, once a relic of the past, was transformed into a place for nurturing new talent. Joe's decision to teach boxing to young kids in his community reflects his desire to give back and continue his family's legacy. He now works to inspire and coach the next generation of Welsh fighters, passing on the knowledge and discipline he learned from his father. As a father of two, Joe sees his role as a coach and mentor as an extension of the lessons his father taught him. For Joe, the future of Welsh boxing is in safe hands, and he's proud to share his experiences with young boxers, just as his father did with him. His transition into this new phase of his life is proof that his legacy extends beyond just his own career. Joe Calzaghe is now a symbol of Welsh boxing, dedicated to inspiring future champions. Joe Calzaghe's journey is a testament to what happens when talent meets unwavering dedication, and when a fighter refuses to back down from the challenge. His undefeated record, his legacy, and his impact on boxing will resonate for generations to come. From the early days of training in his father's humble gym to conquering the super middleweight division, Joe showed the world that greatness doesn't always come from the spotlight, but from within. What's your favorite moment from Calzaghe's career? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of boxing. Until next time, keep fighting, keep striving, and remember, there's never a limit to what you can achieve.